Hello, Jackson.
Hello.
I would like to ask you, what are your first impressions about your team of next season, and how excited you are to collaborate with players like Steven Adams, and what would you like to learn from them?
I'm really excited about our new team this year. There's a lot of new guys, a lot of important pieces, and new coaches and stuff. So I'm just really excited just to learn from them, learn from those guys, just pick up what they got. I got to play against Steven last year, so it'll be a lot different just learning from him this year, which will be good.
Thank you.
What's up, Jackson? This is Will Guillory from the Athletic. What was the focus of your work during this past off season, and how good was it to be able to just focus on that work rather than dealing with all that pre-draft stuff that you did last year?
This offseason definitely felt like a lot better for me just personally because I got to work on more just things that I wanted to work on with my game and just work on my body a lot more. And I wasn't having to travel all the time. I just got to stay in one place, which is really nice. So, I feel like this offseason I gained a lot of ground with my offensive stuff and some defensive stuff. And then my body just feels a lot better and a lot more in shape.
Hey, Jackson, this is Christian Clark with NOLA.com. I know you guys haven't got on the floor together as a team yet, but, just your initial conversations with Stan Van Gundy, just what are your thoughts about getting to work with him?
I'm very excited. Coach knows his stuff. He's coached a lot of great people, great players, and he wants to win. So, I'm just really excited just to get there, start listening to him, just get in practice with everybody and just see what he has in plan for us.
Hey, Jackson, it's Andrew from ESPN. Obviously, when you guys were in the bubble, it was a confined environment. Now you're going to be dealing with the pandemic kind of going on as you're playing. How do you kind of cope with that? How do you kind of deal with trying to stay safe while, everything's still kind of raging right now?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's definitely a lot more different than the bubble. The bubble, obviously, we were just all in one hotel. But now I feel like it's just more responsibility on the guys just to keep themselves safe, quarantine whenever they're not at the facility, stuff like that. Just take care of themselves.
Hey, Jackson, this is Jim Eichenhofer of Pelicans.com. I was wondering, are there certain areas that you want to improve on the most this season? Are there certain maybe even statistical stuff that you want to get better at, whether it's rebounding or what are some of the areas that you want to just show the most improvement this year?
I want to get a lot better rebounding, scoring the ball as well. My defensive stats, want to get like my hand on more passes and just more shots and stuff like that. Just be more of a player for the team this year. Try to help out more.
What's up, Jackson? This is Will from the Athletic. I guess it's kind of the same question as Jim, but I think, going into your first year, you were focused on just kind of figuring out where you fit in, learning the NBA game. And this year, I'm sure you want to establish more consistent playing time. So what do you think you have to do to make sure you can stick in the rotation, going forward?
I just got to do what I do. I feel like I'm in a lot better shape than I was last year. So my conditioning and stuff like that's a lot better. I'm a lot stronger. I just got to run the floor, play the game how I normally play, and just add in the little things I added over the summer just to help me. I feel like I'll be good.
Hey, Jackson, Chris Saldas from Greece. I would like to ask you, how productive was this off season for you, and do you feel ready to make a step up next season?
Oh, this is a very important off season for me just because this year is a very big year for me. I feel like I was working out 3 to 4 times a day, eating a lot better this year, just drinking a lot better, getting a lot more sleep this year. So I feel like I'm in a lot better shape and just feeling a lot better than I was last year.
Thank you.
Jackson, now, you kind of mentioned the conditioning, but what was maybe you think the biggest adjustment for you looking back on your rookie year that maybe you didn't anticipate, or maybe you kind of figured out along the line?
I probably said the physicality of the game. This summer I wanted to make it a big part of my I guess training is just to work on my balance and just my strength and my core, my legs and stuff like that, just so I can bang in there with the bigger guys. And so I feel like that'll help me a lot more this year.
Did you add any weight this year?
I gained a little bit of weight. Most of it though is just more just strength than weight. Trying to get my body fat percentage better and just stuff like that. just because I want to gain a bunch of weight and just get slower. So I've just been working on gaining good weight.
Hello, Jackson. How do you feel about the addition of Steven Adams in your roster, and how do you think you can feed your game from his experience?
I mean, I'm really excited. Like I mentioned earlier, Steve's really smart. He's been in the game for a while, so it's a lot of stuff I can pick up from him. A lot of center stuff, just like big man posts, little defensive stuff, just little stuff like that I can pick up from him.
Hey, Jackson, Christian Clark here one more time. Just getting to talk to Stan a little bit and, a couple of the other guys on the team. It seems like there's a belief that this team is capable of improving on the defensive end. Just, what kind of strides on that end do you think are realistic for this team?
I mean, I feel like we can be a top 5, top 10 team in the NBA for defense this year, just because we're so athletic, so long, and we've all gotten a lot more used to playing with each other. So I feel like, I mean, that's definitely a very big capability for us.
Jaxson, it's Jim again. You mentioned how when you're going through the process of putting on weight, one of the things that you want to keep in mind is that you don't want to get slower. You want to maintain your quickness. Do you feel like you and Steven could be just a really good 1-2 punch in terms of just different styles of play and just different strengths that you guys have at the center position?
Yeah, most definitely. Because I mean, obviously, me and Steven are built completely different. Steve's 7 foot, like I want to say, like almost 300 pounds. I'm 7 foot 230. So just our game style is a lot different. He's a lot more of a bruiser, and I just run the floor a lot better. So I feel like it'll be a nice little switch up.
Great, thanks a lot, Jax.
Of course.